Hey guys, I got an unexpected surprise from Ranger Ink. Let's see what's in this box. So when I got up this morning, I opened my front door and there was a box there and I really wasn't expecting it at all. And I was like, hey, this is from Ranger. What is this? So let's find out. All these traps at our house. They're great for pranks. Oh, it's Dina's new paints. Look. All the colors. How exciting. These are her new pastel kind of colors. Yeah, I'm super excited. That's going to be fun. Here's a letter. Dear designer, please accept these products as our way of saying thank you for participating in Creativation 2019. Isn't that nice? Wow. Oh, look. From Dina Wakley and the Ranger team. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Ranger. It's her little journal. I've already shown you I have one of these already and it's getting filled up, so I won't stay on this, but look how thick these pages are, and it has the signatures that lets it fold open flat. So very fun, very nice. That handmade cotton paper. Look at this. These are brand new. They just came out this week. Dina's new scribble sticks. Look, these are the colors. And they go with these paints. I've been seeing Dina's work on Instagram and Facebook, and it looks amazing. So I can't wait to try these new. What else? There's something else. What else? Oh, there's a stencil. Yes, I love stencils. Stencils are great. Add paint, remove paint. Oh, there's more than one. Look at that. How awesome is that? This one's called Fractured Hexagons. And this one is a stencil plus a mask. And it is called Branches. Okay, let's play with this a little bit. Let's have a creative play session here with these new products from Ranger and Dina Wakley. I'm super excited. In case you didn't know, I did have the opportunity to be a designer in the Ranger Creativation Challenge, which was so fun. It was called Pouring Over Her, and I made a really pretty poured painting with a face on it, and it was so exciting to be part of that. And I'll try and add a photo here so you can see what I'm talking about. But let's just play with these new colors of paint, new scribble sticks that just came out, the stencil, and I'm going to use my already started Dina Wakley Media Journal. As you can see, I've already been working in it, and save this one for later. But it's the same thing, right? It's the small journal with the heavy paper. I need to do the outside, but I haven't done it yet. You've seen maybe some of the art that I've done in here using Collage Collective and everything. Some of it you might not have seen. I haven't shared everything. And some of it is just playing and seeing what the paper would do. This is with watercolor and metallic watercolor. A little bit of playtime. Okay, so I'm just going to turn this is sort of the middle of this book. The pages are so thick. It's amazing. There we go. I need to do a little bit more setup and then we'll get started. Okay, so I think I'm pretty much almost set up here. Let me open up the scribble sticks. Can't wait to see what's in here, right? Oh, there's tape. So, you know, you pay attention to details like that. There we go. Now, yay, look at that. Oh, look, they're beautiful. They're so pretty. So I kind of follow Dina's example and I flip it over. So I can keep this to keep them organized when they're not being used. And so we'll just turn this way. I hope you can see those. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I have some gesso. I'm going to gesso one of these pages because I want to see how the scribble sticks act these new ones, new colors at, and how they show up on this paper, not gessoed and gessoed. So we'll do that really fast. And then while it's drying, we will work on this, play around with them a little bit, see what happens. Of course, we all know scribble sticks are so fun, it's so amazing. And I'm dying to try them also on the craft paper in the big journal. And I think they might actually be really cool on black, but I'm not sure how opaque they are. So I have a lot of ideas, but I don't know yet what I'm going to be doing. So let's let this, while this is drying, we'll work on this page, which has no gesso. It's just the watercolor paper. I have found that I like to do the gesso in this journal a lot. I like the watercolor also, but anyway, personal preference. So let's just start with scribble sticks. So I have water here, and what color should I choose, guys? Let's try Rosie. See the name? Rosie. Now I can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's metallic in this one. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to actually just dip it in the water so it gets started, and then it's mermaid. Maybe I should try a mermaid. I don't know how brave I am with that. Let's just try it. The mermaid is wavy, and then I have, so this is not an anatomical drawing. This is just trying out the scribble sticks. Look how nice that looks. I don't know either how this is going to really work out, so oh, I wasn't thinking about the mermaid. I didn't draw it with a pencil either, did I? That's okay. I'm gonna accept our marks. I kind of like that, actually, a lot. And let's just start here. It's a good starting place. Look at that. So that really shows up nicely on this paper. And of course, with this paper, you have to be kind of more careful because of the, once it gets wet, you don't want it to sort of peel away. So that's kind of cute. Okay, let's get another color. Let's do this darker. This is called Penny. I probably should have a little towel here. So if I have a drip of water, I might just drop it on there. That way I don't get big drips, although I kind of like that. These are so fun. So I'm drawing into the wet with the wet crayon. And I'm going to make some happy eyes. Maybe I shouldn't have tried to do a mermaid. Here we have, maybe I should just go abstract. I still can. Never know. I was just thinking, oh, it's mermaid. Mermaid, I'll do a mermaid. I really like dipping and scribbling. Wow, this, I can see the shimmer. I'll try and get a good photo of that later. Let's see, this mermaid needs some flowing blue hair. I'm just scribbling now. All bets are off that this is going to be a mermaid. So this is super light color, super light blue. And I have also a lot of water here, so. Let me dip the other end and just, yeah, look at that. Wow, that's a really, like, it's almost a baby blue, but it's not. It's just so soft and nice. I like that. Let's mix it a little with that penny. Right? Okay. My finger. Let's go to a different color. Let's try Heather. And I'm going to dip the big end in the water. Just go for it. I like how it picks up the texture on the paper. That's cool. So cool. All right. Maybe some more little scribbles like the copper penny ones. That's pretty fun. That's one thing about scribble sticks. They're just pure fun. It's just pure fun. They're so cool. All right. Lots of water on here. Let's see. We could even do, what is this color? Apricot. I'm trying to remember to show you the colors. And give her some little cheeks. And a little mouth. We don't have a mouth yet. That's the nose, in case you didn't know. Can't really tell, can ya? Right? Okay. Apricot. We'll do some more scribbles. I'm liking these scribbly marks. I mean, they are scribble sticks after all, right? I do love to scribble with them. Now let's go for this carnation. And I'm just going to add that to the cheeks. I had too much water. That's my own fault for not tap off the drip and then go for it. You'll get more pigment, more of the stick if you tap off that drop of water before you go onto the paper. So now I'm making circles. Circles. Forget to dip again. I can dip back in the water there on the page. Meanwhile, the gesso's still drying. Let's do some pink on the lips there. And swirl out her hair. I hope you don't mind. This is very abstract. I love abstract. Wow, beautiful. Okay. So while this is drying, I'm going to dry this page and then we'll try it out on gesso. Dina would probably tell us not to use the heat tool, but I want to keep going. I'm excited. Okay, so we have this nice page, all gessoed, not gessoed. Okay, let's go. Let's just do some scribbling. I haven't used some of these colors. Let me try and use different colors a little bit. I'm going to tie these pages together, so I have to use some of the same colors. But they all go together. So Ancient is this one. And I'm going to, this time, I wet it, scribble it. And I'll do some dry marks too. Now it's kind of dry. Still picking up that texture because I did such a light coat of gesso. Just going to put it here, all around. And just see what happens. Let's do Sterling. You don't have to be neat with these. Notice now I'm just using them without water. You don't have to use water. It's just fun. You get a little bit of a different effect. I'm just playing now. Okay, that was Sterling. So we have Sterling and Medieval. And Medieval, it looks like it's just a little bit darker than Sterling. So let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Put them next to each other. I don't know if we'll be able to really tell a huge difference or if they'll blend in together. There we go. And, oh, let's see what happens if we dip it, though. Dip it. Okay. That's enough of that. Gilt. So this is a metallic color. Dipping it. So So these go really well together. They're very, they're not complementary colors, obviously, but they complement one another in that they go together so well. Look at that. This is just going to be a nice shiny page. Let's do now we have all neutrals basically in here now. So let's put in one of the colors at least that we used over here. Well, let's add some penny first off. It's still a little bit damp, so it's kind of, yeah, I like that. Carry over there. And what's next? Let's see. We haven't done aloe yet. I said I was going to use page from the color from this page, but I haven't done it yet. Let's do aloe. Too much water. Takes a minute to sort of activate it. So it's a really nice pale green. Here we go. Let's go back to carnation. That's going to look nice, right? This time I'll just color here. There we go. So where this is damp from being dipped in the water, it released more of the crayon. Okay, now let's play with this with the brush. So I'm going to wet it. Just blend it around a little bit. Getting lots of texture, it still moves and using lots of water. So it sits on top of the gesso there, if you can see. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just, instead of sinking in like it does on this paper, it sits on top of the gesso. We'll even see some places where this paper is not gessoed, it will look different. And take that all the way to the edges there. And blend that over. And I haven't done this pink, this carnation color yet. And I'm doing all of it. All of it. Trying to leave some light area there. Okay, I've got my Stabilo all. I don't even think I need to dip it anymore. I'm just going to do this. Oh, we can write. Let's write. What should we write? Joy and life. And very scribbly. And let me turn it. Play. Squiggles there. Ooh, fun. Have fun. That's so fun. It's wet, so it looks really cool. And then we can just take our brush and do some splattering here and there. Want that to be darker, so coloring in more there. So mixed media playtime. I don't know if this is a mermaid or not, but she looks kind of pretty, right? I forgot to use my stencil. Now I don't know if I want to use my stencil on this page. It's my art, right? It's my choice. I have my collage words, which I love. You know what I think is appropriate here is because we have these nice metallic colors. Get off of there. I know you want to be epic today, but we're going to do Be Luminous. You could do the whole sheet if you wanted to, but I think I just want to put a word in there in the middle. And I may still do some more scribble sticks, but let me just put my word, which may be a mistake, but you know, this is art journal playtime, so it doesn't matter if I make a mistake. This is still a little bit wet, and I'm using gel medium. And I'm actually going to just try and put that sort of right in the middle there. So since it's still wet, I'm picking up a little bit of everything with this gel medium. But actually that's perfect because then it makes this blend into the background here. Okay, let me just tap. I want that to be more rough edge there. Be luminous. I like that. And this has metallics on it, so when it dries, it's going to look really shiny in some places. It's a very soft color. I'm wondering if I want to use some of the paints. So I have sand, mineral, and aloe, which is that nice green. And then I have carnation, apricot, and heather, which is that really pretty purple color that we have with the scribble sticks. And it's cool to use them together. I feel like this page could use the aloe. So this center is wet, but the edges are a little bit drier. I think I'll just add some, just see what happens. I know you're supposed to dry these things or let them dry first, right? I'm terrible at that. So just a damp brush, not much. It's just damp where I cleaned it. It's going to push some of these back. I can always go back over with the Stabilo if I wanted to. Tap that again. So this doesn't really show off the color of this paint, but I like actually how it looks. It looks kind of cool. So I'm adding like a little bit more here and there to build it, make it more opaque. So now I have a combination of transparent and opaque. Cool, very cool. So I'm wondering actually what this looks like. So risky business here. Cleaning off my brush on this page. Look at that. Nice. This is called aloe, but it's sort of like a sage green. And I really like that color. Look at that. Really nice. Now that makes me want to try another one. So let's try mineral. I told you this was a play session. I warned you at the beginning that we were playing. That means all the rules go out the window and you just get to have fun and do what you want. Do what you want. Look at that. I love that. Now this is not a gessoed page, so it's going to soak into the paper and take more paint than if you gessoed it. Look at that. That's so pretty. Now I want to do more. This is if you give an artist a paint. Like you give a mouse a cookie, you give an artist a paint. Yes. Oh, look at that. That's going to be a really pretty flesh tone. Nice and soft. Peachy color. I'm not good at leaving white space like Dina is, so you just have to forgive me. Was that apricot or was that sand? I don't even know what color I had. I think that was sand, and this is apricot. That was sand, I think. Let's find out. Yes. So this is apricot. Again, a nice skin tone, right? apricot, and sand. Okay, let's just do them all. Why not? Here's carnation. While my other page is drying more naturally. Dina would be proud of me that way, right? If I let that page dry naturally. Oh, this is a very pink. I did not expect this to be quite as bright, but it will dry darker. It's acrylic, right? So they do dry a little darker. To mix now, I've mixed it with the other colors by painting over the wet paint. Very nice. Okay, let's do Heather because we're in it to win it now. We are all in. All right, here we go. I feel like I could paint a hydrangea with these two colors or something. And let's see. So I have done apricot, carnation, heather, aloe, mineral, and sand. This is every color that I have in this collection that Ranger sent me. Thank you so much, Ranger. You just don't know how much I appreciated it and how excited I was to get that little surprise package. So now I'm just going to add some water here. And it's not going to float, right? Because it's not gessoed. But I just kind of want to play a little bit with it. You know what? What am I doing? I need to go back to my original page, don't I? Okay, so I think I can just put this here. It may leave some texture when it dries, but it won't stick. So let's go back to our original page. There we are, Be Luminous, and our little idea of a mermaid. Okay. I mean, I feel like this page is basically finished. Like, I may just take some India ink because this is super black. And my chopstick, which I'm pretty sure is another technique that I learned from Dina. And just add some really dark popping black to that. The Stabilo all dries a little bit matte and gray. So it's kind of cool to just add some really black like this. And these sort of semi-unpredictable marks you get with a chopstick. It's so fun. I could actually like tap it, right? Getting some on my other page. Do I care? A little bit. So actually I feel like other than just drag around a little bit here. This is done. This page is done. Voila! Abstract art in my art journal. I love it. I love it. So this is mostly dry, and I think you might be able to see some sparkle if I tilt this a little bit. I'm not sure I can do it justice. It really is sparkly. These penny, I think, is very sparkly. It looks really nice and iridescent. Here's a nice little sparkle up here. I just don't know if you can see it on camera. Okay, I'll quit trying to show you now. So this is cute, and I think I just want to take a regular pencil. It's mostly dry, and just sort of line her features a little bit. And I don't think she's a mermaid anymore. I think she's just hanging out there. Pretty cool. So what do I want to do? I don't actually like the way it looks. I kind of don't know if I actually want to do anything else. Okay, so because I don't know if I want to do anything else with this page, and this page is finished, I'm going to call this play session done, okay? So I may come back to this page sometime later. I may not. I don't know. I may leave it because I like how it's sort of ethereal and pastel-y and nice. And so I'm just going to stop. So thank you so much for joining me playing with this gift from Ranger. Really, I mean, I really didn't expect anything in the mail from them, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, Dina. Your colors are so lovely and very springy, and it's a perfect time for that. I think someone can make a really pretty Mother's Day card with these. And so thank you so much for watching me and joining me for this creative play session, and I'll see you very soon.